Welcome to Volatility 411 for Equity Armor Investments. I'm Joe Tigay, the portfolio manager of the Rational Equity Armor Fund. Let's get right into it today. We're having a small relief rally after the sell-off we saw yesterday. We're recovering up just a fraction of the gains of the losses we had yesterday. VIX is down accordingly. It's at 2230 in the cash. The November future, interestingly, is also 2230. So we're spot on right there, and we should see some movement out of that future, given that we got the VVIX at 118. So certainly the options are expecting some movement. Really, either way, it'll go with it if it goes up or down. Might lag a tiny bit to the upside just because we got a couple of weeks before expiration. We'll see how that plays out, though. I do expect it to have some movement, and the options are priced accordingly. So how did we get here? Of course, last week we had the Fed signaling that taper will happen, but they just didn't give us a timetable for it. Maybe it'll be data dependent. So that leads me to say, you know what, some of these next few data numbers are going to be important, and not in the way that we were used to. I think it could be a bad news is good news for the market. A weak jobs number could mean, they're not going to taper for a while. So we'll be watching that as it plays out. And the big thing on everyone's minds this week is something I've been warning about for some time is, of course, the debt ceiling. Now, I've been saying that the two sides do not seem very close together. It usually, and we've seen this movie before, it usually takes the midnight deadline for a compromise to happen. And the market's expecting all that to happen too. So what happens historically is the closer we get to that deadline, the more volatility we see. And then there will be a relief recovery after that. And I don't think we're done with this volatility yet because we're not at the deadline yet. So we'll be watching all that. The market's saying expect volatility, and we've seen this before. So we got a lot on our plates. And remember, October happens to be a volatile month. For Equity Armor Investments, I'm Joe Tigay.